In the roaring world of American muscle cars, we often celebrate the legends, the icons that define eras of speed, style, and raw horsepower. These are the machines that made our hearts race, our pulses quicken, and our dreams of the open road a little wilder. But what about the flip side? The cars that promised thunder but barely whispered a hum. The machines that aimed for glory but stumbled, faltered, or flat out failed. Today, we're diving into the underbelly of American muscle, the top 20 worst muscle cars ever to hit the asphalt. These are the vehicles that make collectors cringe, enthusiasts shake their heads, and historians scratch their chins in disbelief. From design disasters to underpowered engines, from handling nightmares to bold ideas gone horribly wrong, this is a list that proves not all that glitters under the hood is gold. So, buckle up, grip the wheel, and prepare yourself for a ride through history's most memorable flops. This is the story of ambition eclipsed by reality, of dreams that roared and then fizzled. Let's kickstart this engine of truth. AMC Gremlin X. 1970, our journey begins with the AMC Gremlin X. Introduced on April Fool's Day, 1970, a fitting debut for a car that would go down in history as a cautionary tale. AMC attempted to break the mold with this two-seater, giving the Gremlin a fixed rear window and eliminating the back seat entirely. The result? A car that looked odd, to put it kindly. Some enthusiasts say it resembled a vehicle hit by a train. Under the hood, buyers could choose a 199 cubic inch inline-six with 128 horsepower or a 304 cubic inch V8, producing 152 horsepower. Barely enough to move the car with any conviction. Its 0 to 60 mph took between 12 and 15 seconds, and the top speed barely scraped 100 km/h. Sluggish performance aside, its cheap construction and rough ride cemented its legacy, not as a clever innovation, but as a quirky experiment gone wrong. Despite initial affordability and fuel efficiency, the Gremlin's reputation was sealed. Poor handling, an awkward design, and unreliable build quality ensured it remained a car enthusiasts loved to mock more than admire. A stark reminder that sometimes even bold experiments fail spectacularly. Ford Mustang II. King Cobra, 1978 next up. The Ford Mustang II. King Cobra, a car with a name that promised venom but delivered very little. Designed to compete with rivals like the Pontiac Trans Am, it featured aggressive styling, hood scoops, spoilers, and a visual bite meant to intimidate. Unfortunately, under the hood, the 2.3-liter turbocharged i4 engine could muster only 134 horsepower. A top speed of 100 mph and a 0 to 60 mph in 8.2 seconds hardly screamed King Cobra. Its handling was compromised by a departure from classic Mustang proportions and a smaller size, leaving drivers wishing for the agility and power of its iconic predecessors. This Mustang's legacy? A forgettable chapter in the saga of America's beloved pony car, a reminder that a fierce name alone cannot make a car legendary. Chevrolet Vega GT. 1971 In 1971, Chevrolet launched the Vega GT, named after the dazzling Vega star constellation. Its ambition? To challenge Japanese sports cars and appeal to fuel-conscious Americans during the oil crisis. Featuring a lightweight aluminum engine block, the Vega promised innovation. Reality, however, was far less stellar. Its 2.3-liter inline-4 produced 90 horsepower, later upgraded to 96 HP, still painfully slow. The 0 to 60 mph took 14 seconds, and top speed hovered around 100 mph. Worse, the Vega suffered from oil leaks, engine fires, and rust, making it a nightmare for owners. Its fragile frame and poor brakes further tarnished its reputation. A car with grand ambitions, yet one that became a cautionary tale of mechanical overreach and underwhelming performance. AMC Matador Meter, 1971. AMC's Matador meter attempted to combine luxury and muscle in 1971, powered by a massive 401 cubic inch V8 delivering 330 horsepower. It could reach 0 to 60 mph in 7.5 seconds and top 130 mph. Yet AMC hesitated to market it as a muscle car, fearing high insurance costs, leaving it in an awkward limbo. With production numbers rumored between 40 and 60 units, the meter became a rare, enigmatic figure, admired by few, forgotten by many. Even a beast of this magnitude could not find a lasting place in muscle car lore without proper support and marketing. Ford Thunderbird, mid-1970s. The mid-70s Thunderbird represented a drastic shift. Once sporty, it transformed into a personal luxury coupe with a landau roof and four-door iterations. Powered by a standard 460 cubic inch V8, it delivered 220 horsepower, but its 0 to 60 mph time of 10.5 seconds was lethargic for a muscle car enthusiast. Handling suffered from soft suspension, fuel economy was poor, and the bulk of the car left little room for precision driving. Though honored as the pace car for the 1974 Indianapolis 500, this Thunderbird prioritized luxury over performance, leaving muscle car fans disappointed. Chevrolet Citation X11. 1980 Chevrolet tried spicing up the compact Citation line with the X11, equipping it with a 2.8-liter V6 and turbocharged options. Top speed barely exceeded 103 mph, and 0 to 60 mph remained sluggish. Despite cosmetic upgrades and slightly stiffer suspension, the front-wheel drive layout hindered handling, and reliability issues, from electrical gremlins to rust, cemented its failure. The X11 serves as a reminder: sportiness is more than a package. It must be in the soul of the car, not just its stickers. Pontiac Astra Little White Track. 1975 Pontiac's attempt to inject muscle car flair into the subcompact Astra came in the form of the Little White Track package. Dealer-installed graphics and wider fenders promised presence, but not performance. Engine options: a 140 cubic inch four-cylinder with 78 HP or a 160 cubic inch six-cylinder with 98 HP. Top speed barely reached 90 mph, and acceleration dragged. This car's aesthetics failed to enhance driving experience, leaving it a poser mobile in a world dominated by genuine muscle powerhouses. Dodge Aspen RT, 1976. The Dodge Aspen RT tried to compete with pony car legends by introducing a T-top and aesthetic add-ons like spoilers and simulated hood scoops. Engines ranged from 225/6, 95 HP to 360 V8, 170 HP. Despite this, 0 to 60 mph hovered around 10.5 seconds. Far from impressive. Even with sporty intentions, the Aspen struggled to capture the heart of enthusiasts, overshadowed by true muscle cars. Mercury Bobcat Runabout. 1974, targeting subcompact enthusiasts, the Bobcat Runabout offered a removable T-top and small engines, ranging from 82 to 110 HP. Top speeds maxed at 105 mph, leaving it ill-equipped to compete with Toyota or Datsun in sportiness or performance. By 1980, it faded into obscurity, remembered more as an experiment than a success. Plymouth Cricket. 1971A, rebadged British Hillman Avenger. The Cricket attempted subcompact practicality with foldable rear seats. Engines: 1.5 to 1.6 liters, 70-85 HP. Top speed: 85 to 90 mph, 0 to 60, 15 to 18 seconds. Rust and electrical issues compounded its slow performance. Its agile name became ironic. highlighting a failed attempt to create an American contender in the subcompact market. Pontiac Sunbird Formula, 1976. The Sunbird formula promised sporty performance, with visual cues like spoilers and a 3-spoke steering wheel. Engines 1.6 Li4, 85 HP, to 3.0 LV6, 112 HP. Performance lagged, with 0 to 60 times of 10-13 seconds. Handling suffered from pronounced understeer, and the design remained uninspired. A car that looked fast but rarely delivered, overshadowed by Japanese imports and real American muscle. AMC Eagle SX4, 1981, an early crossover. The Eagle SX4 combined hatchback sportiness with 4-wheel drive. Engine options 2.5 Li4, 85 HP, and 4.2 Li6, 110 HP. Sluggish acceleration, poor fuel economy, and truck-like handling earned it the nickname Frankenstein car. Its unique vision failed commercially, proving innovation without execution can be its own undoing. Ford EXP Turbo. 1984, the EXP Turbo was Ford's first front-wheel drive car with a turbocharged engine. 1.6 Li4, 120 HP. Top speed, 112 mph, 0 to 60, 9 seconds. Turbo lag and harsh ride compromised the experience, and boxy styling further dampened excitement. A short-lived attempt at blending performance and economy, ultimately underwhelming. Chevrolet Cavalier Z24. 1986 Cavalier Z24 sought sportiness with cladding and optional spoilers. Engines 2.0 Li4, 88 HP to 2.8 L V6, 150 HP. Handling lagged, reliability was poor, and competitors outshone it in every way. A failed attempt at a sporty compact that left enthusiasts unimpressed. Pontiac Sunfire GT, 2003, carrying the torch of Pontiac performance. Sunfire GT featured a 2.4 Li4, 150 HP. Eurodosivino, Pirainthi, 260 miles. 8.3 feet, around 5 seconds. Top speed, 125 miles. Sluggish handling, cheap materials, and electrical issues prevented it from living up to the muscle car legacy. Appearance alone could not redeem its underwhelming performance. Chrysler TC by Maserati. 1989A, collaboration between Chrysler and Maserati, this luxury coupe promised Italian flair with American engineering. 2.2 Li4 with turbo, 160 HP. Top speed, 130 miles. Susan, 60. 9.8 seconds. Despite premium materials, the car fell short of performance expectations, had reliability issues, and struggled with identity. A brief, disappointing 3-year run. 7. Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. 1987, the first American turbocharged V6 production car, 200 HP. Innovative features included a retractable sunroof and digital cluster. Turbo lag and weak low-end torque left performance inconsistent. Automatic transmission jerky, bulky design, and electrical issues compounded problems. Overshadowed by Mustang and Camaro, it became a short-lived experiment in turbocharging. Chevrolet Monte Carlo Landau, 1973. Luxury coupe with plush interior and optional 400 cubic-inch V8. Sluggish 0 to 60 im. 9-11 seconds. Soft suspension, heavy weight, poor fuel economy, and build flaws. A car that prioritized comfort over performance, leaving muscle car enthusiasts disappointed. Dodge Charger SE, 1975 base model with a 225/6 100 HP or 318 V8, 140.3 HP. Top speed 100 mph, 0 to 60, 12 seconds. Boxy appearance, lack of muscle features, drum brakes, basic vinyl interior failed to carry the Charger legacy into the mid-70s. Oldsmobile Cutlass Salon Brougham, 1976 luxury trim of Cutlass Supreme. Engines, 231 V6 to 350, V8, 120, Sita 20 42 on 10 HP. Top speed, 110 to be matched sempre dietro to 60, 929 scene, 12 seconds. Sluggish acceleration, poor fuel economy, floaty handling, rust, electrical issues. A car that tried blending luxury with muscle, but ultimately failed to satisfy either audience. As we close the hood on this journey, one thing is clear: not every American muscle car achieves greatness. For every roaring legend, there's a tale of ambition that didn't quite hit the mark, of designs that missed their audience, and engines that fell short of their promises. Yet, these cars remain an essential part of the story. A reminder that innovation carries risk, that even in failure, there's something to be learned. Some are quirky, some are disasters, and some are just curious footnotes in automotive history. If you've enjoyed this ride down memory lane, make sure to fuel your curiosity by subscribing. Because the world of cars is vast, full of surprises, and sometimes full of spectacular failures waiting to be discovered.